What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Scented Waters, and today I have another review for you, this time from the house of JohnVarvatosXNickJonas. But before we go any further, how about you hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. Last purchase that I made from John Varvatos was Artisan Pure. I feel that one was a banger for the summer and spring. Nick Jonas, how does it stack up? Is it another freshie? Box for this presentation is this nice midnight blue type packaging, cardboard box, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy on the inside. Front, you have the John Varvatos Nick Jonas symbol. Has your warnings, caution, blah blah blah. The way the bottle looks, it goes from a very dark base to a slightly going up to a midnight blue type sky with like little starry looking type shimmer. I think it looks pretty dope. Nice little pendant with the Nick Jonas John Varvatos symbol, and on top, same thing. Sprayer on these aren't bad. Nice smooth sprayer, nice little mist. The little tassel thing, the emblem, the pendant comes off, but I think it's pretty cool, so I leave it on there. Nice refreshing type of tone to it. It has a slight melon vibe to it, but you know what, let me read the notes off to you and then we'll get to what it actually smells like. So for the top notes, you have mandarin orange and kaffir lime leaf. Don't know what that is. For the mid, you have sage, rose, and lavender. From the base, you have sandalwood. Now back to what this smells like. Even though it's not listed in there, I get somewhat of a melon vibe to it with a slight herbal tone, which I'm guessing comes from the sage and whatnot. But then it also has a creaminess to it, which I'm guessing is from the sandalwood as well. It smells very, very people pleasing. It's like just by the bottle, it almost seems like it would give it a nighttime feel, but I think the thickness of it gives it that more nighttime feel rather than the daytime vibe. I think you can still pull this off during the daytime, no problem, but that sandalwood, that gives it that creaminess, gives it more of a like a club type of feel. At first, the scent seems kind of familiar when it comes to like these Dior Sauvages, Bleu de Chanel's. It's like in that same type of vein of these new blue type fragrances, but that sandalwood in it also gives it a nice creamy base to it. The herbal and the sage also gives it a different twist, for me at least, where it kind of, even though it's in the same vein as the Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage and whatnot, it's different. I've worn it a few times. I've had my son wear it. When I had my son wear it, it actually smelled very good coming off of him. Melon tone that I was talking about, I got it very big time off of him, especially when he walked by, the little wafts that I'd get coming off of him. The projection that I got off of this fragrance was about an hour and a half. Longevity is pretty much on par with the rest of the John Varvatos line. I felt that it lasted almost as long as the Artisan Pure did, maybe like about 3 to 4 hours, give or take an hour or so. So I think it would work better during the nighttime, given its scent profile, especially with that creaminess in it. I do feel that this is a fragrance that you can wear during the daytime and nighttime. The season that I feel that this fragrance would work great for: late spring, summer, and early fall. I can see this being someone's signature scent, not so much for the winter time, but through those seasons. Seems very people pleasing. I didn't get really many compliments other than from my girlfriend that said that it smelled good. When I smelled it on my son, it smelled real great. I like the scent a lot. I feel that this is a great fragrance, but honestly, it's nothing new to me. Besides the creaminess coming from the sandalwood, which gave it a very different twist, I felt it was nothing new, but yet it's still very pleasing. I like it a lot. John Varvatos Nick Jonas comes in two different sizes, a 2.4 and a 4.2. Giving this a rating between 1 out of 10 just on scent alone, it's actually a good 6.5, 7. Once again, it's nothing new. It's nothing that hasn't been done before, but it smells very good. Given the longevity, give it a 6, because you know how John Varvatos fragrances go. They don't really last that long. If John Varvatos would actually bump up their longevity on these fragrances, they would be a lot higher on the scale, I feel, for myself and for a lot of other people. I think this is a great clubbing, date night, nighttime fragrance. I don't think you can go wrong by purchasing this. This is inoffensive, I feel. Very people pleasing. You can't go wrong by purchasing this. Do I suggest you go out and get it if you already have the Bleu de Chanel's, Dior Sauvages, and whatnot, all those? No, unless you are a collector and you like to have different variations of the same thing. So there you go, guys. That's my take on Nick Jonas by JohnVarvatos. Let me know in the comment section, do you have this fragrance? Have you smelled this yet? What are your thoughts on it? Does it work for you? What's the longevity for you guys? If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. Another good release from JohnVarvatos, Nick Jonas. But at the end of the day, still scented water.